in the Constitution, we should be having that as the political, driver, but we do not have. Now, I'm surprised and shocked by even Honorable Oburu saying that the likes of Sifuna should be exiting. No, wait a minute. No. That cannot be coming from the leader of a political party, where you know, excuse me, and you recognize that a political party has a structure, structures of governance, members, supporters, and benefactors. Now, the moment you tell someone that, look, I don't seem to like the way you proposition yourself to the Kenyan people, and they seem to be liking you, and therefore you should exit. Come on. Even if they cease to hold that political party position, they still are members. And this is what, if I'm not wrong, I heard Honorable Sifuna say. So even if you chase me, even if you want to strip me of my position, and I should, by way of a side wind, just say that, look, Sifuna, in my humble view, is very well determined to take this legal argument to its logical conclusion, possibly even to the Supreme Court, which I think the ODM mandarins and Ruto himself, they have not, and his advisors, we should probably go back to school and help him see a little bit more in terms of what hole he's digging himself into. It could be so protracted that by the time we get to 2027, Sifuna is still there. Now, I'm saying that because it has a flip side and a domino effect on both the opposition and his supporters. I beg to differ with my sister here, saying that, well, this is just like brush fire. This is grass, wind, fire. I think Sifuna is likely to burn longer, much longer, my sister, in the sense that, look, who is he appealing to? And you saw a crowd in Kitengela that was not bussed, not paid, not even induced or otherwise compelled to be there. Unlike in Ruto's State House or wherever Karachonyo he has to go to, he has to have buses, and especially in central Kenya. He cannot gain the same sort of crowd that came in a voluntary fashion as Sifuna did. What does that tell you of the people who then, I don't want to say idolize him, but, follow him to that extent? Because there's a vacuum, and this vacuum has been created by the person that Honorable Sossion wants to accord a further 5-year period, which that particular, crowd doesn't agree with. And because they are seeing Sifuna as articulating an aspect of their existence in the current scenario, that the powers that be cannot and are not articulating, they will still follow him. They will still follow him. As long as the status quo that is obtaining in the economic sphere, the health sector, the education sector subsists, the only savior of Ruto against Sifuna is not to impeach him, is not to do what that cartoon is suggesting, send carry to him and do it. No. It is to change the economic, the social situation of the people following Sifuna. And even though they may not arm themselves with a vote, still their optics are out there that Ruto, you're on the losing end. Oburu and company, you're on the losing end. Well, and now, lastly, this Ruto camp and Oburu camp and company who are in Tononoka, in my humble view, have totally become blind to the demographic significance of the so-called Gen Z. Honestly, if for no other reason, for the optics, and the disaffiliation, the disengagement of the Gen Z from the Oburus and the Tononoka crowd should be alarming them. But it is not. Sadly, they are out there saying, we will spew you out. It's not business as usual. All right, so the Sifuna team led by Sifuna and Babu Wino and others, including James Orengo, will be in Kakamega.